This Southern California city often tops the list of best places to live in the U.S. Its football stadium, Qualcomm, plays host to Super Bowls and is, of course, the home of the Chargers. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers will set up shop at the 20. Throws it short. He's there for the catch. Carney caught that one for a gain of 6. Ground on the run. He gets to about the 34-yard line before he's hit and dropped. Gives to the back. Running through tackling.
Nothing makes a defensive coordinator cringe more than seeing that kind of run, because then it sets up the play action, and there's almost no way to stop an offense. If you can't stop the run, then you have to deal with play action.
Stays on his feet. To the 20. To the 10. They'll score. Touchdown. The Chargers get on the board first.
Wow, when you think about all the great athletes that are on the field in an NFL game, it is just amazing to watch one guy weave his way down the field for a touchdown like that.
They get him at the 25.
Yeah, the other team just scored a touchdown. They have the momentum of the game. And right now, as a play caller, I think you have to be very aggressive. Try and recapture that momentum and get this game going back in your direction.
He catches it and is tackled immediately.
And there you see just a little bit of how tremendous these athletes are in the NFL. The ability to go up above the defense and make a play like that, that was fun to watch.
Gets the pass away. There for the reception. To the 10. He gets in for 6.
There's just something about a ball that you know if you catch it, it's 6 points. And if you don't, you're going to be the goat of the game. It just makes you focus a little bit more.
Kading ties the game on the extra point.
Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint.
He'll down it in the end zone.
The Chargers put together a really impressive drive that last time out. You can just see how confident they are right now.
He throws right. Carney was his intended target. 2nd and 7 coming up. Ball on their own 20. Flacco hands it left.
Dorsey is there on the tackle.
It's 3rd down, 10 yards for a first. Here's the pass. Bethea
Makes the tackle.
You know, tight ends may not come up with those real explosive plays down the field all the time, but they sure are a nice target for the quarterback.
Again with the carry. Cuts back and he's dropped. 9-yard pickup, and that will bring up 2nd down. Short yardage situation here, 2nd and a yard.
Left 21. Go!
Throws it. And the pass is incomplete.
Keith Rivers was defending on the play.
Seats available for all of our upcoming home games.
Short pass to his left.
Under pressure, he felt the heat that time and was forced to throw it away quickly.
Congratulations to the fans sitting in section 10, row 18, seat 8. You've won an all-expenses paid date with the cheerleader.
There's a flag on the play. This one might be on the offense. Here's the call.
touchdown.
Let's get this thing started, baby. Let's do this, man. Let's ride.
Bailey is there on the tackle. Moreno gets 3 yards on the play. Moreno on the counter. Moreno gains about 5 yards on the run. Third down now. They'll need a couple of yards to convert for a first down. Gets the pass away. Can't make the catch in traffic. The defense had their number during that last series as they go 3 and out.
Not a very creative sequence of play calling that time. They just never seem to get anything going on that drive.
Indoor seating, enhanced humidity measure, and much more. For more information on premium season tickets, please see a guest service specialist.
The defense could do no wrong the last time this team had the ball. Gets the pass out.
Tackle was made by Dante Whitner.
How about that pass?
There's really no better feeling as an offense, especially for the quarterback position, than to take advantage when the defense is trying to blitz you. They're trying to make you nervous, and you just made them pay.
He's under a heavy rush. Makes the catch. Maybe a yard or two there. From the 25-yard line. They hand it off.
Peppers was there on the tackle.
5 yards. And that makes it third down. Short throw to the left. Into traffic, and it's picked off. Touchdown, Buffalo.
He had that one all the way. Not only a great break on the ball, but he knew what to do with it and stuck it in the end zone. Tremendous play.
Kading makes it a 7-point game.
Here's your sprint drive summary.
This one's going to be downed in the end zone for a touchback. It's the tailback.
Ford was there to bring him down.
From their own 20-yard line. Flips it out short. Hamlin
Makes the tackle.
You know, it's really easy to overlook those big guys in the line, but they did a good job picking up the blitz there.
Well, the defense was in zone coverage. They got good pass protection, and anytime that happens, it tends to really stretch those zones and widen the holes.
Williams gets the ball.
Ford was there on the tackle.
2nd and 7 coming up. Ball on the 38. They're going to pitch it. Glenn Dorsey
Makes the tackle.
Brown picks up 5 yards with the carry. Hands it to the back.
And if you can make a running back hesitate just a little, that time you could see there really was no hole, and the running back was just fishing for a place to go.
It'll go out at the 37-yard line. They'll start this drive at the 37. They go with the toss. Still pushing.
Moreno
Gets 6 yards on the carry. So 2nd down now. The offense needs about 4 for the first.
Timmons tackles him for a loss at the 39-yard line.
You know, for a running back, there comes a point in time where you say, all right, this play is not working. Let me just get as much as I can and try to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
He throws left. It's incomplete. So the offense will probably head off the field after failing to convert for a first down on that series.
There's nothing more frustrating for an offense to come in and go 3 and out. That's just embarrassing.
He makes it back to the 25. Let's see if the offense can put something together on this drive.
Let's get this thing started, baby.
The halfback with the carry. Williams is there on the tackle. That's a 7-yard gain. That brings up second down. Still a lot of time left, but at the end of one, the score is 14-7. Bills. They'll need about 3 yards here on second down. On the ground with a tailback. Is this a first down? Here's the measurement. They're just inches short. Short yardage situation here. They'll need a little less than a yard to convert. He's dragged down on the play. So no luck for the offense on that drive, and they'll go 3 and out.
Good teamwork that time on the part of this defensive line. The blockers just could not get the job done.
Hit and drop at the 26-yard line. They didn't look sharp on their last drive and were forced to punt it away. Moreno gets the toss. Runs over tackling. They get 6 there. That'll bring up second down. They snap it to the back. He didn't get back to the line.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to admit defeat on a play as a running back and just try and get that thing back to the line of scrimmage.
Passes it. He leaps. It's caught.
The Bills are picking up nice yardage just about every time they go to the air. I'm not sure what's happening with the defense right now, but they seem a little out of sorts.
The pass is away. It's caught.
And he went way up to snag that one. That was a pretty catch.
Let's do this thing.
And he's hit as he throws. Chris Cooley was the intended receiver. Second down now with 10 to go. Ball on the 25. Harris was there to bring him down.
And they really ran right into the blitz. That's a time that a veteran quarterback should have changed the play at the line of scrimmage. You could see the blitz coming. He didn't audible and only came away with a short day.
Passes. He makes another reception on the drive.
The Bills are getting on a bit of a roll here. Nice play calling and good execution. The defense looks a little confused right now.
With the misdirection, Justin Smith makes the tackle.
Who's gonna make a play, baby?
We're at play number 9 on the current drive. They go with the toss. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Buffalo Bills drive it 75 yards and get into the end zone. Very nice 9-play series.
It's such a luxury to be able to hand the ball off to a player with those kinds of moves, you know, especially when you get down inside the 10-yard line because you know the defense is packed in and there's just less room to maneuver.
Drop at the 30.
The offense really needs to get something going on this series. Maybe even just a field goal on the board is enough to get them jump-started.
Here's the halfback. Stiff arms, and he's brought down. That's a gain of 8.
You know, one of the dangers of blitzing is that if you can break that first line of the defense, now you just don't have the pursuit in behind it to stop the run. Well, this is a guy who's known for taking some risks, but that was an unnecessary risk there. Lucky that wasn't intercepted.
Passes the ball. Pass is complete. Ken Hamlin was there to bring him down.
Yeah, when you see the blitz, you have to understand your own protections, because if your protection is sliding away from the blitz, you have no choice but to get it out of there to the hot receiver. And it just goes to show that arm strength isn't everything. Accuracy and touch is something that is so important for a quarterback.
Slides down. So another third down upcoming for the offense. Here's the throw. Throws into coverage, and it's intercepted. Open field ahead. He's in for the score.
You know, this DB is one of those guys that every time I watch him on tape, I'm always surprised he doesn't have more interceptions, because he's so quick with his feet and gets in great position.
Hayden tacks on the extra point. Let's take a look at the sprint drive summary. From his own goal line. He stopped at the 24-yard line. The Chargers want to get better results from this series. Their last one ended with a turnover. Throws it out. He goes up high for the catch.
Yeah, he scored a few style points with that one, but more importantly, they pick up the first down.
He throws right. About 3 yards on the play.
Really nowhere for the wide receiver to go on that one. I'm not sure if the quarterback realized it was man coverage on that play.
Throws just as the pressure gets there. There's no one around. To the 20. To the 10. Brown doesn't make it. Or did he? The call is touchdown. The Chargers take just 3 plays to go from their own 25, and they end it with a touchdown on the board.
Joe Flacco delivers a touchdown pass on a beautiful throw, and I just admire the way he plays the quarterback position. It's such an intelligence there, but also this gutsiness. What an awesome combination.
And this one looks like it's going to come back.
Get this right here.
Jones tacks on the extra point. Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint. Brought down at the 28-yard line. The Bills will start this drive at the 28-yard line. Gets the ball away. Broken up. Chris Cooley was the intended receiver on the play. And the snap goes right to the back. And he makes it out to about the 31-yard line. Moreno gains around 3 yards on the run. Throws it short. Knocked away.
Not so much a bad pass as a bad decision. He saw the coverage there, simply had to go to the next receiver. He didn't make the right move.
Whitaker takes it at the 23.
The Chargers can really get on a roll if they can knock in a touchdown here for the second straight series.
Williams on the handoff.
Yeah, great defense at the point of attack, but also very impressive, the pursuit to the ball. They were all coming there.
Let's do it. Ready. Hot, hot, steady.
It appears someone jumped early.
It's a big one now. That's a lot of things. It was a dumb
False start. Offense.
I put my face on that
Repeat.
game.
Second down.
That penalty will bring up a second and long situation. Passes it out. And he caught it. Dante Whitner is there on the tackle. Keller with his fourth catch of the game. Gets the pass off. Webb picks it off. Touchdown, Bills.
You know, it's bad
Brady
enough
Shoulders,
offensively to throw an interception, but you can't let the guy run down the field for a touchdown. You have to turn into a defensive player at that point. They did not make that transition.
Hating is good on the point after. Here's your sprint drive summary. Dropped at the 21-yard line. The Chargers turned the ball over on an interception their last time out.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up front.
Throws it. Comes down with it. He's brought down around the 34-yard line by Ken Hamlin. Dumps it out left. The stop was made by Rivers. Brown is able to make his fourth reception. He throws left. It's picked off. Inside the 30. To the 10. Another score for the Bills, and they have had no problem finding the end zone in this game. Hating is good on the point after. Let's take a look at the sprint drive summary. Hit and dropped at the 26-yard line. The Chargers come back out looking for better results than their last time on the field.
Let's get this thing done, man.
Gets the pass away. Phillips gets the pick. Tackle was made by Williams.
Anytime you get a team down by this many points, you start seeing some of those throws forced in there, and that one didn't work out so well.
Hand off to the right. Brought down behind the line.
And as a quarterback, you have to start to recognize that. You just can't allow that safety to keep sniffing around that eighth man in the box and not throw the football. Essentially, they're daring this offense to throw it, and they're not taking advantage.
He doesn't get back to the line.
And I really like the discipline of this defense. You never see these guys trying to do too much. They control their gaps, and that time, there was nowhere to go.
He'll get the call again. Still working. Makes a cut, and he will be hit and dropped.
The Bills actually get a little bit of yardage there. They've been shut down in the running game so far.
Hits the upright, and it bounced the wrong way. He's dropped for a loss.
Well, those defenders get paid too, and every once in a while they win the battle. Clearly that time they were all over this offensive line.
Another run.
You know, listen, I would never want to block a defensive lineman, so I've seen these guys. I know these guys. They're big and they're nasty. But at least from an offensive standpoint, you have to try to get in their way.
He'll get it again. Glenn Dorsey makes the tackle.
That was a poor series for this offense.
Yeah, the defense barely had to even break a sweat on that one. Defensively, when you can take an offense and get them off the field in 3 plays, that's pretty good stuff.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. The offense will start at the 18-yard line.
Every day, let's do what we do every day. Let's go. Showtime today, baby.
Here's the give. The stop was made by Timmons. Let's send you to the studio for this brief halftime break.
Welcome to the halftime show. Let's get you caught up on what's happening around the league.
Here are the scores from around the NFL. Let's turn to your game stats. Both teams moved the ball very well in the first half. Buffalo is on top, 42-14. Top plays from the first half. Here you go.
The second half is about to begin. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Welcome back to San Diego. He'll down it in the end zone. The Bills will begin this drive at the 20.
Let's be smart. Let's play ball. They can't stop.
Sheds one tackler, and I have a feeling this one's coming back.
No! Oh, yeah, baby. All day, all day. Everybody just calm down. Focus. Let's go. Nothing more than 3 yards right here. Please. Get this right here.
First and long now after the penalty. Short throw to the right. Myers makes the tackle.
I know we all talk about 40-yard dash times in the NFL, but as a receiver, if you are a great route runner and you understand what the defenses are trying to do to you, it doesn't matter if you run a 4.340. If you can get in and out of your cuts like this guy, you will always be able to play. And when you get a wide receiver with that kind of talent on the outside, he is a threat to take it all the way on any play.
This is
Excellent game through the
unbelievable.
air will set them up with 1st and 10 once again. Hands it off. And he makes it out to about the 24-yard line before he gets taken down.
Let's do this. Let's get it done. Let's get something wrong. Well, let's go.
Again with the run. Dropped behind the line.
Did you see how fast that linebacker was on that one? Not only did he recognize it, but when he did recognize it, he had the explosiveness to get there.
Short pass to his left.
Well, that was interesting, wasn't it? It's almost a give-up on that one. They basically settled for nothing and didn't even take a chance on picking up that first down.
And that was not an easy kick, Chris.
Yeah, it looked like a little adrenaline kicked in on that one, didn't it? Maybe even surprised him how far he hit that one.
He's tackled at the 25.
The Chargers have had a long day so far, and if they don't make something happen on this series, well, you're going to see these players getting more and more frustrated.
Still on his feet. Peppers is there on the tackle. Brown comes away with 5 yards on the carry. Here's the pass. Antoine Bethea makes the tackle.
And tight ends are so big that as coverage people, it's tough to figure out how to defend them. If you're on their left side, they throw it to the right side. You're behind them, they throw it in front. Tight ends are tough to cover.
Brown on the give. Brown fumbles. They'll pile up for it. Ford picks it up. The Bills fought for it and came away with possession.
Very good work that time to recover the football for the defense. And if you've ever been in the bottom of one of those pileups like that, you know that anything goes.
Throws it. And he is able to hold on to it.
Yeah, very safe, simple play, hitting the underneath receiver for a solid game.
The stop was made by Harris.
And when you can run the ball for first downs, it sets up the play action. Now look for this team to be able to mix it up, and that can be so tough on the defense.
End zone. Johnson can't make the catch. Calvin Johnson was his intended target. They'll give it off here. Moreno gains around 8 yards on the run. Hands it to the back. The third down run ends up being a decent gain.
And we've seen so many rule changes over the years to help the passing game, but not many to help the running game. So that's a little old school football right there.
To the end zone. Calvin Johnson was the intended receiver.
He's one of those quarterbacks who trusts his arm maybe a little bit too much. He should have never thrown that ball.
Passes to the end zone.
Just a great route that time. No way that he wasn't going to catch that football and score with that one. That was beautiful.
Hating is good on the point after. Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint. He'll take it from the 2. He gets to the 26. They'll get the ball here at the 26-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Here's the give. Tackle was made by Glenn Dorsey. Just about 3 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
We follow you, dog. We follow you now.
Throws it short. Price made the catch for a gain of 6. That'll make it 3rd down. Gets the pass away. Looks like the official got someone for interference. Now we'll see which way they call it.
Pass interference. Defense. The penalty is declined.
Brings it in. Looks to be a loss of around 3 or so on the play.
Boy, that's just great anticipation by the defense there. They saw that play coming and were all over it.
Gets the pass out. Whitner has it. He's into the open. And he will add to their already huge lead. Touchdown, Bills.
Not only was that a tremendous interception, but when he got the ball in his hand, he looked like he knew what to do with it. What a run.
Flag on the play. And this one looks like it's going to come back. Kading tacks on the extra point.
Here's your sprint drive summary.
Whitaker loses the ball. Whitner picks it up off the ground. The offense will take over at the 26-yard line. Moreno on the give. And he's decleated at the 26. Passes it. There for the catch. He's had a great game, catching passes for 100 yards.
And 100 yards from any of your wideouts is a nice contribution. That really opens things up for your offense.
Dumps it out right. Not able to make the catch in traffic. It's 4th down, and the kicker is on to try this 35-yarder. He missed it. The Chargers will set up shop at the 25.
Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this. Let's go, y'all.
The pass is away. Second down now following the incomplete pass.
Target on the play.
Here we go.
He rolls right, and it's completed. He's dropped at the 31 by Williams.
Nice play there. It's only 7 yards, but that's the kind of underneath throw that eventually opens up some throws down the field.
Passes. The stop was made by Hamlin, and he's crossed the century mark in receiving yards. This has been one heck of a performance.
And Tom, I don't think he's finished yet. This is a guy that is on a roll right now, and this defense really doesn't have an answer for him.
Tackle was made by Riley.
2-yard pickup. That brings up second down.
Let's go.
Passes the ball. It falls incomplete.
Good release that time by the receiver at the line of scrimmage, but the pass simply was just not there.
Here we go. Go.
Is there for the catch. Brown makes it 5 catches for the game. I hate to say this one is decided before it's over, but it's been very one-sided. Our score, the Bills 59, the Chargers 14. He rolls out to the right. Just gets it off.
Fans, it's time once again for the EA Sports.
And this is the 8th play of the drive.
Congratulations to the person sitting in section 19, row 33, seat 6. You have won a massive.
Here's the throw. He makes another catch.
The Chargers are putting together a good-looking drive here. That's their 3rd first down.
Let's be smart. Let's play ball. They can't stop us.
Ground left side. The stop was made by Webb. Brown picks up about 4 yards on the play. This is the 10th play of the drive. They're going to pitch it. Tackle was made by Julius Pepper. 6-yard pickup, and so it'll be 3rd down. And it looks short from up here.
Well, that's what happens when defensively you get every gap covered. There is simply nowhere to go with the football. No chance for the running back that time.
And it's good. Let's take a look at the sprint drive summary. He's tackled at the 28-yard line. A missed field goal ended their last drive. Let's see if they can put something together. The halfback with the carry. They tackle him for a loss.
Really impressive play that time by this defensive line. It wasn't just one guy, but every guy up front just dominating their guy at the point of attack.
Hands it to the back. Taylor gets his hands on him and drags him down for a loss at the 28. Up the middle with a fullback.
Well, that's just a big run stop right there. You have a very proud defensive line that was just going to take control of that situation.
He makes it back to about the 31-yard line. They'll start at the 31.
Prime time, baby. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. Come on, game time. Move up, baby. Go.
Throws it out. Drops the easy pick.
Well, you can't just stare down one receiver on a play like that. The defense is going to be all over it. He was lucky he didn't get picked off there.
Short throw to the left. Ken Hamlin is there on the tackle. That's a 10-yard gain. That'll make it 3rd down.
Let's go, fellas. Go.
Excellent pass protection. Keith Rivers was there to bring him down. I'm not sure he would have had that if it wasn't for that extra effort.
Yeah, a little guts, a little determination on that one. Those are the type of conversions you have to make if you're going to win football games.
He fights forward to about the 43. Williams makes the tackle.
Every day, let's do what we do every day. White 18. White 18. Do what we do. Do what we do.
Hit as he throws. The stop was made by Phillips. Brown with his 6th reception. They'll go with the run once again. Tackle was made by Antoine Bethea. This play call really didn't make much sense.
No, at this point in the game, when you know that not only is the defense working against you, but so is the clock, a run call here probably is not a very good idea. Not a perfectly timed throw that time. Held on to it just a little too long and led the receiver out of bounds.
If you need any assistance.
Short throw to the right. Another completed pass puts him over the 300-yard mark. Well, he's certainly done his part, but the rest of the team's going to have to step things up a notch or two. Gets the ball away. Whitner was there on the tackle.
The Chargers are having some success getting the ball down the field on this drive. This offense is clicking.
Time to put up or shut up.
He throws right.
Price has now caught 40 passes on the season. Point after is good.
Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint.
With about 3 minutes of play remaining here in the fourth quarter. The score, the Chargers 24, the Bills 59. The Bills recover it. Still moving. Ouch!
The tackle was made by Joe.
If you ask me, this one's been over for quite a while. Maybe they just wanted to practice the onside kick. Didn't make a lot of sense.
Moreno on the run.
And he makes it out to about the 34-yard line.
Godfrey was there on the tackle.
They keep it on the ground with the tailback.
The stop was made
By Meyer. That's 4 yards on the play. That'll bring up third down. They hand it off. And they're not going to get it. Great stop.
Yeah, and for a minute it looked like he might slip out of there, but the defense got there. The pursuit was all over it, and they made a nice stop.
And he makes it.
Here's your Sprint drive summary.
That was a great kick from that distance.
It really was, wasn't it? There are no field goal kicker jokes going on the sideline right now. Just a lot of love.
They get him at the 25. From their own 25-yard line. Passes it out. Dante Whitner
Was there on the tackle.
Price now has 5 catches. Short pass to his left. Bethea
Was there to bring him down.
This defense is going to have a hard time today if they try and defend this four-wide set with a 43 defense.
That reception gives him 10,000 career receiving yards.
Joe Flacco sure is looking confident throwing the football right now, and that's good to see because if he struggles, typically it's with his accuracy.
He's there for the catch.
Tackle was made by River. Keller
Makes it 9 catches today. Throws it short. No one can come up with it.
If you can make a quarterback move his feet, if you can make him a little uncomfortable, the timing of those deep routes are just thrown off.
This one might have been a false start on the offense. Let's get the call.
False start. Offense. Still third down.
3rd and 14 coming up here. Ball on the 43-yard line. And it looked like they jumped early.
False start. Offense. Still third down.
After the penalty, the offense will face a 3rd and very long situation. There for the reception.
The stop was made by Williams.
So many times in the games today, you see a quarterback settle for those underneath throws, where in this situation, it really is a time to try and push the ball down the field a little bit. Those quarterbacks, though, they don't like to take chances on interceptions, and clearly there I thought he could have taken a little bit more of a risk.
Hands it off. John Rogers was there to bring him down. 4 yards on that play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
This is what we made of right here.
And he makes it out to about the 47-yard line.
Rogers makes the tackle.
Just gets it away. Harris intercepts it. He can't bring him down.
Well, in a game like this, when you have such a big lead, I guess you can afford to take a few more chances. But let's give the defense credit. After a tough day, they came up with a big one there.
They might have mistimed the snap on that one.
Get it back right here. You go up for the three. You need to stand right here, man.
So they'll face a 1st and 15 after the penalty. He passes short. Caught and dropped. Joe Flacco has now thrown for 3,000 yards this season. Short throw to the left.
Antoine Bethea is there on the tackle. That'll do it from San Diego. Stay right there for the post-game highlight show.